So it turns out I was dumber than I thought I was yesterday, and I still didn't record over the microphones. Didn't put the setting on the phone. So good luck listening to whatever is after this. Yeah, we're live.
Alright, we're live.
Yes, we're live.
Perfect.
Yeah,
We're back.
yeah, we're back. Also, not very clearly thought through.
No. The thing is, it's gonna be an ASMR of me eating salad.
Hopefully not. So,
Are you pointing that at me? Because I was like, I have a mic on.
Yeah, you've got a mic.
Yeah,
Got a
yeah,
mic,
I got it.
mm,
And so big.
and this may be a bit problematic.
Yeah, because mine's definitely picking up on your microphone and my microphone.
And it's pretty loud. Let me just go check that
Excellent. The feedback.
Oh no, this is just all zeroed out. Okay.
Oh, it's all zeroed out?
No, I mean with decibels.
Oh, I don't know what that means.
So I'm not actually sure. Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Can you go and listen? What with the headphones?
Oh, you want me to go listen? Yeah, go listen. I'll be back. You're not trying any of this. People want. Alright.
I'm scared. Mark, I'm scared.
You're scared?
Yes.
Of which part? Yeah, I can definitely hear you chewing.
Fuck.
This is perfect. Yeah. It doesn't sound like there's too much interference. Yeah, you come listen.
No, get
Uh-oh.
I'm wondering if this level will make a difference.
If that'll make a difference.
But I mean, even if you have, I don't think that's probably just making it worse.
That? I don't know, it sounds a little bit better. But I don't know if I'm doing.
Epic fail.
Nah. I can't hear you chewing anymore.
But
Now I can.
the carrot crunch.
Then I definitely could.
I think the carrot crunch is unavoidable, unfortunately.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry.
You're welcome, people.
I think the title for this episode is,
Aren't all of our titles just I'm sorry?
but particularly
Stuff on
TB1D.
salad eating ASMR.
Yeah, so the worst idea I've had in a long time.
Yeah.
I don't know how to segue out of this to anything.
No, there's no segue. We're staying on this topic.
So this is the part of the video where I quickly eat all the carrots.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you unplugged the mic.
No, I'm not sure if the lapel mic prevents the crunch. We didn't do the crunch test, but so
Uh-huh.
as I'm not sure if it's been a running joke on the podcast, but
Yes.
I continually innovate the game
Uh-huh.
with regards to how often I realize how dumb I am.
Uh-huh.
And with
Yes.
the new recording devices,
Uh-huh.
I've elevated my game once again
Yes.
to the level where I'm in third process of making 3 recordings.
Uh-huh.
One literally being testing, like, oh, test,
Yeah.
at the Minnesota
Uh-huh.
wind chill mechanics game.
Yeah.
Thinking, oh yeah, it works. Clearly,
Mm-hmm.
hearing that the audio is only recording from my phone as I walk out of the room, like, my voice goes back. And I'm like, yeah, that works. My voice is there.
Uh-huh.
So luckily, shout out to the wind chill audiovisual guy. If he didn't actually bring that camera,
Yeah, no kidding.
we would have 0 audio. Well, currently we also have 0 at the moment because we haven't gotten the actual recordings from the
from
Google
the
Drive.
windshield.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I'm assuming there will be a recording of some form sort that we can work with.
Uh-huh.
So then the next time, so that was, let's say, the second time. Second time I actually put everything up together, got some footage, Marco warming up, Noah warming up.
Yeah.
No little dance.
Oh, you got us warming up?
Yes.
Oh no.
Only the video footage of it.
Oh, okay,
I think, not with that was before the windshield. The windshield guy came out with the camera.
Yes.
I was like, so he was the guy doing mic up, I guess. Optimus Prime camera.
Here's the biggest camera.
It's like a DSLR with like every single attachment you can possibly put
Yes.
on it. Yeah, camera
Yes.
it was insane. It's like I don't have a tripod, but here's a monopod. Cool. So then, but yeah, so that was a second opportunity. We can probably go into depth of what happened that day, but like just specifically about
this. Yeah.
yes, how dumb I am.
Uh-huh.
Then yesterday, I mic'd up Luca and Jake.
Yeah.
And so for the uninitiated, the Cinco producers of the G2A2.
Yeah.
Gone through testing, clearly. Like, well, we need to make our product reasonably easy to use, we need to make it user-friendly. So what we'll do is, we'll engrave a little symbol indicating with which device you should use which connector. Myself, an intellectual, use the TRS connector into the 3.5mm USB-C TRS connector. So I got 0 audio on every single occasion on which I used it. Not only that, but then I go online. I'm like, but why is my audio not recording? And then everywhere it's like your phone will pick up external microphone. I'm going to the settings. There's no external microphone settings. Then it dawns on me that I am indeed very dumb. I open up the case again. I'm like, oh yes, there's this other connector that I haven't been using, plug in the TRS connector.
Yeah.
Do the testing, and then it worked. So shout out to Cinco for creating very good, I think, recording devices. Which work, given that you have like a bare minimum of intelligence, which I clearly
do not
not.
possess.
No, Marco, you tested it. Everything went fine. You were like, this thing works.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Give it to me. Shambles. Shit. So
I think I just got lucky and got 50-50 shot at picking the right chord, and I just picked the right chord.
What do you mean? But so you tested it, you plugged in the headset, you listened to it.
Yeah.
That's it. So the recording thing worked. You didn't actually plug it up to a phone or anything like the recording.
No. Well, no, I didn't plug it up to a phone. Yeah.
Also trying to go and get some audio recordings without headphones, not knowing what the levels are. Again.
I should have just given you those I had those headphones with me in Minnesota.
Oh, so when I asked you, maybe I have some headphones, you were like,
Oh, did you ask me? I don't remember that.
you were so locked in.
I was kind of like, yeah, I was trying to focus on the game.
No, I was.
Not that it mattered. Yeah.
Yeah, because Noah also said he was bummed that the audio wasn't picking up.
Oh.
And that he wanted to actually talk to me like as if you could hear me.
Oh, because yeah, you could hear him, I guess.
Yes, yeah, if I had the headphones there. But,
oh.
Whoops.
My bad.
It's. If it wasn't for the audiovisual guy bringing a camera that uses a TRS connector, there wouldn't be any audio recordings anyway. So. Maybe if I put in the headphones, I'd be like, wait a minute, there's no audio coming through. Maybe I need to swap the cables around.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Or you would have just heard boom, 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 boom.
But I would have heard it slightly delayed because you
were on opposite ends of the fields, yeah.
Yes. But so, I think it would have been super loud because as soon as I put on that headset, because I was using it with the 15 decibel boost.
Yeah.
And as soon as you use the 15 decibel boost, even your own voice, like
yes,
explodes your eardrums. It's not explodes, but it's like you can hear someone writing. So obviously you can hear someone chewing carrot. I'm so sorry.
I know. I am sorry. On behalf of him, I'm sorry.
Chicken and rice, though, that should be fine.
Yeah.
So again, we were, I think, talking about something, and I said, "Wow, we should record that." And once again, we have completely forgotten.
What are we talking about?
What are we talking about?
An idea that's been floated around the league.
There we go.
By multiple people.
Mark, when you say multiple people, is it you and Terry?
No.
Oh, okay.
This is like on multiple different teams.
Okay.
Even on like successful teams. There's a question in pro frisbee. And so there's 4 divisions, you typically just play games within your division. Maybe some of the best teams get like scheduled to play against some of the better teams from other divisions. But like we've only played on the mechanics, teams in the Central Division. And a lot of other like teams also only play teams within their divisions. You don't get a chance to see. You don't get the crossover. There's been for years like hypotheticals. And they've slowly done more and more crossover games, and for a long time it was like, yeah, but what if like DC's been like the perennial second best team in the East? Like, what if they played Colorado? Or like because they played the Empire close, and then the Empire would go to the championship weekend and blow everyone out. So I was like, is DC actually the second best team in the country? Or in the league? But they don't make championship weekend because they have to play New York to get there, and New York kills everyone. So that's at the upper end. There's another question at the opposite end, where you have teams that continue to go 1-11 or 0-12 every year, and it's who is truly the worst team. Detroit's was on an 81 game losing streak. But like
they made a strong argument for themselves.
Yeah, they made hand over fist. Another team that has become known as Gorpus, but is Portland Nitro. Also, strong contender for worst team in the league.
What's the acronym?
Gorpus. But for different these teams at the bottom are all beautiful in different ways to the teams at the top. Like, they don't have coaches really. Portland's gone under like twice now financially, and then come back up only to like go under again. Dallas used to be good and then was like once they stopped being Roughnecks and they changed to Legion, and then they've been like 1-something since changing to Legion. Like, these teams are bad, each in their own special, unique way, and everyone wants to know who is the worst. And we got a glimpse of it last year, briefly. Detroit played Toronto.
Ooh.
Toronto came to Detroit and destroyed Detroit. Now, Detroit was missing most of their normal players for that game, but that's another symptom of being a terrible team, is the week to week you miss half your roster.
Because they live in different parts.
Yes. And they don't take playing for Detroit or Toronto or Dallas or Portland very seriously. But the people want to know, outside of Reddit, or outside of hypothetical discussions on Reddit,
Yes.
who's the worst.
And I think what sold me was your description of when it gets to go home.
Yes, so we wanted to have what some of us have decided to call the championship weekend. So there's championship weekend, obviously. The winners of each division go. Who cares? We all know Empire's going to win. Maybe not this year. This year might be exciting. But next year, we're to do a championship weekend where the loser from each division goes and plays. You can come in, Luca. You win, you get to go home. You lose, you have to stay and play.
This is mine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm just chilling.
How was your walk?
It was great. Nate messed it up, so we came back with the order again. So he's gonna go back.
He's going back now?
Yeah.
Damn.
We just got done discussing how dumb Stefan was. 20 minutes.
I'm not good.
You're not going.
Yes, I'm not.
Thank you for the impromptu guest appearance by long timing contributor of podcast. Look, he made an appearance 2 years ago, walking to the camera.
We haven't been doing this for 2 years, have we?
No,
No.
1 year.
This is the year, yeah.
That's what last year this time.
Last year, about
Yeah,
this
yeah.
time, yeah.
Damn. Again, I'm very dumb and I'm very sorry. You know, it was some of the original footage of
Yes.
the channel. Look, you put, I've chewed a bowl of carrots into the microphone, like.
Yeah, you can make noise.
Don't walk in eggshells, or just go out.
Yeah, yeah. It's the appeal of this channel. We're horrific at this.
There's a bit of a dumpster fire.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout out to Natalie. And her cousin, whose name I will remember.
Natalie's daughter.
Yes, Jordan, for probably being the only people again that will watch this.
Does Jordan watch this? I know Natalie does.
So Jordan does watch on occasion,
Okay.
but only the bits where we like make fun of other people because she enjoys that part. So
I can tell a story. Throughout you made the short where I gave the backstory. I talked to Kelsey Sparks before the Indy game.
yes,
Talking about winning. She's the color commentator for Indianapolis. One of the only, I would say, returning or pro color commentators in the league. Most of them are just random players where they get up in the booth.
okay.
Yeah. But she does it Indy runs a nice production. They're probably one of the better productions in the league. And so she got invited out when Indianapolis played Colorado to come be the sideline reporter with, because on color, or on the call they had Evan Lepler, who's like the big voice of the league, and he announces like professional sports at like the NFL and NBA games and college stuff, whatever. Big time commentator. Like the thing that makes the UFA legit is probably him commentating some of these things. He has that stupid saying that they play at the beginning of every UFA game when they're showing the highlights. He was when a ball dreams of being a frisbee. Might be one of the dumbest lines of all time. He says it epically. Well, not Sky something. But anyway, so he comes out to Colorado. I go after the Colorado-Indianapolis game. It was during our bye week, so I got to go. And I went out afterwards with the Indianapolis boys and Kelsey, and then Evan Lepler came. Mm-hmm. So I was chatting with Evan Lepler. And Kelsey wanted to know kind of how to like progress her career as a color commentator. And he was like, you just gotta say toxic things. And like, don't be afraid to just say it how you see it. That's what the people want. No one wants you out there to be like, he was trying his best to make the play. Just fucking throw him under the bus as hard as possible. It's like that's.
So you build your career on the corpse of other people.
Well, he's like, when it's good, you say when it's good, but when it's bad, you can't be afraid to. Because Kelsey's one of the things we talked about. Kelsey's really afraid to like. She loves the indie boys. She's like family with half of them. She's like. She'll like never say a bad word about Travis Carpenter. She's like, I love him. He's like the older brother. Evan's like, no. When he throws a turnover, you grab him. You throw him under the bus. Yeah. You say, what was he thinking? Because that is what the people want to hear. He's like, that's what makes Adkins so good. Because Adkins isn't afraid to just roast people. It was a good chat. It was a good. I was asking him questions. And he's like, yeah, podcasting helps. It helps if you do podcasting and then you go into commentating. Sounds like Kelsey when you get on a podcast. You gotta practice.
It's maybe like under the ocean.
Yeah.
And it's very small.
Uh-huh.
But if you can somehow make it 3 episodes of these plants.
Yes.
Your levels of professionalism.
Extreme. No, but she's so nice, like behind the camera. She's like, I don't want to say anything mean. And I was like, Kelsey, next time if I play an indie next year, like you roast me. Like I want you to just annihilate me. It's kind of what I was getting at, and I was like, we're breaking the streak.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like this dipshit. Not even close. As Travis Carpenter tortures me again and again.
So yes, Jordan is.
Yeah. So anyway, that's it. I see why Jordan wants to watch because it's apparently what the people want.
People can roast in it.
Yes.
Beautiful.
And he said the beautiful part. Evan was like, the beautiful part of this is I never have to step on the field and prove what I can do.
Of course.
Yeah. He's like, I'm just a color commentator. I've never played Ultimate Day in my life.
Do you need to do that?
Yeah.
I don't need to know.
No. I just say what I see out there.
That is the fun part, I guess.
Yeah.
Because needing to look up all the stats, needing to make.
Yeah, he prepares hard for it.
Yeah,
but then
if you see that comes through it just straight into the ground.
Yes. Yeah, he was not afraid to be like Colorado was playing bad this year. Except for Tim Elliott.
Yeah. Shout out to Tim.
We gotta get Tim mic'd up.
Oh, that'd be great. Well, now that we can mic up people potentially. We don't know what the actual thing sounds like because I'm done.
Because you keep messing it up.
Thick as big shit. But one day, maybe we'll get an actual mic'd up recording that we know is kind of working.
Yeah.
So that's exciting prospect. Not sure what the market specifically is between mic'd up recordings now. Charles Cleary's videos. I mean that was, to be fair, that was what started all of this.
Is that the mic'd up?
Clara Stewart, where she was like,
she said something epic in that.
yes,
Yeah,
like a guy gets completely destroyed, like run off the desk, like plowed into the ground. He gets up, no call, and he just runs away. She's like, "Oh man, soft."
But that's the best. So like, having done this now, I've been mic'd up on the field. But like actual foot, like when I'm playing, especially in the UFA, because I don't even stall count. Like I don't even say anything. Yeah. I'm just trying to breathe. Like the whole time. Like Noah and I are marking each other. It's just. That's the entire. But it's the like. The better footage, I think, is like when you're on the sideline watching your team play, and then you're like, "What the fuck are we doing?"
I
yeah.
think I got maybe some of that.
Yeah.
Because there was points when you know went on the field, and was kind of just following the game at that stage. Sometimes it was like you want to know opposite the field because
because mine
your cable wasn't always in all the time, and then I would just kind of have over there on the other side of the field, and then the player would like pass the camera up and just keep the camera on. And so I'm hoping there's some good content.
I think there should be some good content. There was some. It's probably I don't know if I was mic'd up or not, but like I was, but I don't know if it recorded or not. Like the interaction between Fountain and I after he skived me for the block.
Was it in the first half?
In the first half, yeah. It was the end of the first half, I think.
We might have that.
We might have that.
Or we might not have that. I'm not sure.
It's a conversation between Noah and I at the end of a point. And a couple of those. And then on the sideline, like with Chamberlain or with Gaston. I'm like, "Are you good, bud?" He's like, "No." I'm sauced.
Will Chamberlain. Known for having, not Will Chamberlain, Carson Chamberlain.
Carson Chamberlain, yeah.
Not like sort of tall,
No, he's small, fast.
Known for having zero slow twitch fiber muscles.
Only fast twitch muscles.
Only.
He
went to the doctor.
3.5 quarters and then he's done.
Yeah. Goes to the doctor's like, "Doctor, my muscles are cramping. Help." Doctor's like, "Well, it seems to be the only case of only fast twitch muscle fibers."
Yeah.
Not much we can do.
Too much fast twitch muscle.
Yeah. Must be nice.
You have that problem?
Yeah.
No.
You want to have that problem?
I would love to have that problem. I would love to lay out like he does with reckless abandon, shoulder high, and then clap catch it.
Concuss himself.
One of my favorite. It wasn't the concussion point. It was the layout before the concussion in Pittsburgh. He like goes shoulder high, lays out, makes the play, and we come to the sideline, and Falcon comes up to him. He's like, "Did you even need the layout for that?" And Carson goes, "No, but it looked cool, right?"
Sure did.
Yeah, it made it.
We were watching that game.
It was top 10 plays.
Yeah.
It looked cool. It was like number 2 top play of the week. We go, you could have just clap cut that, right? He's like, "Absolutely."
But
Yeah. Gotta do it for the fans. Which I appreciate, because Pittsburgh they didn't have the most fans. We run out of the tunnel, they had like this line of like 30 kids all just booing us. It was the most hype I've ever been for a game. I like yelled, I was like, "Let's fucking go!" Right in the kid's face. They were playing the Imperial March when we came out. We were like the bad guys. The kids were like, nothing's ever got me that hype before. I was like, "Let's go! Let's go!" crossing camera in that game. He's like on the fan sideline, and this kid's just like up on the glass. So it's the sideline's really tight. On that side, it's like sideline and then stand start, and they're kind of elevated up onto like a platform. And so there's this kid up on the platform, just like looking down at Felton. He's just like, and Felton's like, I'm just trying to entertain you guys. Like we're down by 10. Just trying to make it entertaining. He's like,
The kid wanted some quality reps, Felton. You didn't give him quality reps.
I loved it. I love being booed by kids. That was peak tier. I was like, I made it in professional sport.
Yeah.
This 10-year-old hates me. For no reason.
Do you think that the Detroit mechanics serves the purpose of a heel in the WWE?
I would
that
love.
just gets
We talked about that post.
completely demolished
Kind
by
of
all the
preseason.
superstars.
You talked about that in the preseason leading up to this year, and then as a big emphasis of what we're trying to do going into next year is like really embrace the role of like being the heel or the bad guy, and just like be that the evil force or whatever that would be. Just embrace that like the refs are against us, the other teams against us, like all the fans are against us, so we don't have any fans, like. So yeah, we've talked about that. We want to embrace the heel role for sure. And I enjoy it. I enjoy going out there and just getting booed by the fans.
So practically, how do you play up the role as the heel in a non-contact sport? Because now, to be fair, I've seen the defense.
Not
Those
perfect.
games.
I love the.
If the ref doesn't see the contact, did it happen?
Even if the ref sees the contact.
Is it
sometimes
incidental?
Yeah.
It's a spectrum of where the contact is.
Correct.
And depending on what the ref feels like.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can just dive past someone, keep hold of the disc, pull them down on top of you, and get the call your way.
Yeah.
Yes.
I need to watch that game to watch what it looks like in film.
The ankle they got on that, I think it was pretty good.
Can you see him catch it first?
I'm actually not sure now that you mention it.
Yeah.
But
So that's what I want to
you
see.
can definitely see him
On
collapsing on top of you.
Yes. Yeah. Because I mean, their whole sideline saw him catch it first.
Yes. I think everyone that had eyes and was probably there probably saw
Yes.
it. But did the ref see it?
No.
Because from past experience,
Yeah.
we know that observers don't necessarily always see things that
Observers are useless. Refs are at least a little bit more useful.
At what stage can we start ripping Sockeye for and showing the footage of the
No, I don't. Why not? Sockey's dead now. Maybe they rest in
Because
peace.
it was a bit, maybe last year at this time when they had that horrific injury.
Yeah.
In the final game. Maybe it was a bit, kicking them in there now. And Jared Banks isn't on the team anymore this year. Shout out to Jared. Thank you.
Shout out, Jared.
You are the best among us.
Thank you for carrying us.
You carried us to the quarterfinal team.
So hard.
We're sad that you're not here,
Yes.
but we understand. But now, in your absence,
We'll revert to
I think it's
toxicity.
time that we maybe, as to be fair,
As Evan Leffler said,
not even
this is
Evan
what the
Leffler.
people want.
Okay, so firstly, Evan Leffler says this is what the people want. Secondly,
Yeah.
who's the guy who opens who is head of Spirit again? What's his name? Sent him along, as Spirit captain for the
Sam? Or Mark.
He like his entire life as Spirit.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
asked him
yeah.
like this incident happened.
Uh-huh.
Sockeye gave us a
Yeah.
bad Spirit score
Uh-huh.
because we beat them,
Yes.
and they made some horrific calls on the field
Yeah.
to try and get back the disadvantage
Uh-huh.
they were currently in by just not playing or reacting to our players.
Yes.
Of which the one was the infamous, to us at least, pig call, where
Uh-huh.
it was physically possible.
Yes.
for a pick to have been called, two observers both missed it. This came back.
Yes.
In So at that stage, maybe we'll.
Why are you throwing them under the bus? I like.
Because so what I wanted to say with that was the recommendation then was so they okay, so firstly he said that the rules in spirit of the game are set up in a way that no team can really gain an advantage through making incorrect calls. Now at worst they can revert themselves to a prior position which they already had. So
Yes.
depending on what your
I think I disagree with that strongly, but
they could but so they can't make a call and then get the disc 20 yards upfield, for instance.
yes,
They can only be in.
you can only revert to previous states
Yes.
of play.
Yes, but
In
which
theory,
is very
in theory,
advantageous,
in theory.
given that you just would have had a turn on the disc.
Yes.
Right? So, but
But that's also in theory
Yes.
because people move
people do move,
to regain advantages.
and then the UFA,
yes.
as Mark has realized, it's if you realize you've been burnt deep and there's a turn, you can just go shove the handler off the disc. And then catch up to your walk because a foul is not a stoppage of play. Imagine that.
It's a stoppage of play, but you can move during stoppages. Yes.
Yeah. Electric.
Yes.
So yeah, his recommendations were
Yes.
that you can. One of the things you could do was to name and shame people making bad calls. So
Yes.
on the back of Evan Lepler, who
Uh-huh.
knows what the people want, and on the back of the US Ultimate Head of Spirit,
Uh-huh.
the recommendation is we should just run the clip.
Yes.
And maybe, listen, maybe I come from both the background that don't know the USAU rules,
No.
and maybe there was a pick on the field, and the observers called it correctly, and Yanman and Joel didn't burn the two guys deep. Maybe they were messed up.
Listen. I was chatting with the refs in Chicago. I always thank the refs for coming out and repping us. A lot of my teammates yell at the refs. And the refs do miss a lot of calls. They get things wrong. And people are like, this is unacceptable. Having refs is infinitely better than not having referees. It's what I tell them. Like, I'm fine with you missing one or two calls a game versus the alternative, which is horrific. Self-refereeing, horrific. I'm fine with you guys missing one or two. And what I tell like my when I coach volleyball, I always tell kids, I'm like, listen, there's three parties in this game. There's players, there's coaches, and the referees. And players make the most mistakes by far. And then coaches make the second most, and referees make the least. So let's keep that in perspective.
We lost the game.
Yes. Because most of the time,
Probably
you're
not
upset
the-
with a referee, it's because you made a mistake and you want them to bail you out of it. So let's remember those things. So I always thank the refs because I'm like, seriously, like this is amazing that you guys are here refing us. I don't have to make calls. They don't get to make dumb calls. And I don't get to make dumb calls. Perfect. And the refs are always like, yeah, we try our best. We don't read, but all the refs have talked to them like, yeah, we don't see everything. Like we got to go back and rewatch game footage, and there'll be like really obvious stuff that we missed and whatever.
There's so much happening on the ultimate field.
Yes. So
But still.
they I
Still.
think they want to see.
Mark,
Yes.
what if I know it's a strictly non-contact sport, but
Yes.
what if we do allow enforcers on the ultimate field?
Listen. International frisbee is a strictly non-contact sport. U.S. frisbee is a little bit of contact sport.
Oh,
Yeah. With UFA, semi-contact sport. I mean, we all say that's all under the umbrella of non-contact. Just the interpretation of non-contact is very different.
There's a spectrum.
There's a massive spectrum. There's a massive spectrum. And I tried to explain that to like my UFA teammates because they're going to Columbia to play. And I was like, guys, you can't even like physically like do this. Like this is a foul in international frisbee. You really don't. Yeah. Like if you're going up for a disc and you do this, foul. They're used to the dog pile
Yes.
that is in the corner situation. You see Noah Kuhlman coming in perpendicular to the pile, kicking a dude in the face, kneeing another guy in the face, elbowing a guy, catching the disc, comes down with it, ref, goal.
Fair.
Yeah.
Clean.
Yeah. It looked like a bowling ball coming in the bowling pins.
But then also,
Uh-huh.
in the prior game, similar situation.
Mm.
Koeman bidding around someone,
Yes.
getting the D, grazing their shoulder on the way down.
Yes.
Foul. And it was the Aviators game.
But that was obviously the refs were paid off by the
And the
Aviators
Aviators.
to get to the next round, obviously.
Because
obviously.
Clearly.
Clearly.
It was not Atkins putting on a clinic about it to this.
Yes.
That was
That had
not part
nothing
of
to
it.
do.
Nothing.
Nothing to do.
Nothing to do with it.
Exactly.
There's refs
That one
and the
mistake by the
hierarchy.
refs is what
Yeah.
what cost them the game.
Yeah.
Not Atkins throwing this straight to the ground.
Not
Yes.
Koeman
Uh-huh.
basically breaking,
Uh-huh.
giving them the lead.
Yes.
And then the O-line just throwing all his hard
Yes.
work away.
Yes.
None of that.
Not the superior O-line of Cody Spicer and Noah Kuhlman.
No.
The fake O-line with Atkins and Finer
Yeah.
going out there and just throwing the disc straight to the ground. And the Summits' refusal to play Jonathan Nethercott because he wasn't going to be available the next week,
Yes.
even though he was on their sideline. So guess what? You don't get to play next week at all.
Yeah. Now no one gets to play
Yeah,
next
yeah.
week. Wow.
Autistic coaching by the Summit, in my opinion.
Shout out to Alex Atkins. Huge fan. Do you wanna be on here? We'd love to.
I have a lot of shout-outs.
Yeah.
Shout out Atkins, turnover machine. Finer, sorry we wasted your reps.
Yeah.
Fuck you, dude. Mikey Lynn and TK for being kind of atrocious coaches, in my opinion. Making some horrific decisions. But hey, I'll give you this. You played Tim this year, good call. Good call.
I mean redemption arc.
Redemption arc. You keep Tim Elliott on the
Yeah.
field, good call. Adkins off, Elliott on.
Keep Bennett in the mix.
Put Bennett out there, yeah. Let the Cosmic Boys cook, okay. Quit making dumb choices. Tim is not a turnover machine. Main handler Tim. That's all I'm saying. Get Adkins on D line.
Atkins electric on D-line.
Electric on D line. Make
That's-
him earn the
that's-
disc. He's got to earn
Yes.
it.
And as soon as he
And then he can throw it away.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
fine.
Perfect.
He's earned
Yeah.
the throwaway.
He
Shout out to Jake
Okay.
Felton for coming up with that.
Yeah.
I've earned this, baby. Crossfield. Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Brilliant. Take that, keep it.
So, at what stage, like, if we need to just take a step back,
Yeah.
because we're talking again a lot of shit.
Yeah,
Sorry,
obviously.
we're so sorry. What is a good metaphor
Mhm.
for where we are with regards to our opinions regarding Ultimate and the people who actually know? Like, what would be a good comparison? It's like, is there something that comes to mind? Because I feel like we have it all the time.
Between the people who know Ultimate,
Yes.
like above us,
Yes.
I don't think there's like that much. This is gonna sound wildly egotistic. The more I advance in my Ultimate career, to play more elite level Ultimate, it's not elite level coaching. It's not elite level like strategy. It's not like elite level, I guess, management. It's just elite level athletes. They're just more athletic. I mean, you could be like, 2K came up with this brilliant force middle strategy, and then there was all person. It's like, was it brilliant? Was it? He just took force away and force home and kind of put them together. It wasn't like a complicated. It's not like when I think of a genius level defensive strategy, it's like Bill Belichick coaching in the NFL, like fooling the highest minds of the sport into throwing discs away, like throwing easy like interceptions to defenders, or just not even knowing what the defense is doing at all. It's all this deception and whatever. Like no ultimate. Okay, sometimes we switch the force on you. And then they have all person, which is just now we force you deep while switching the force on you.
And because we're athletic, we can kind of do whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
And think that is a good strategy.
Yes, we're just more athletic than you, and it doesn't matter what defense we run against 90% of the teams we play because we're just better. Yeah, it's not the strategy.
Now,
Yes.
do you think they would recognize that as soon as they would maybe go to a casual league or a pickup league where they don't play against the elite level players? Because if you've ever been to a tournament, you play against a high school team
Yes.
with your college team, and your college team is busy getting dumpstered by all the club teams. But then you rock up and you play the high school team and you realize we can do whatever and we still play these
It
kids
doesn't
because
matter.
no one is open.
Yeah.
Because you're just that much more
Yes.
athletic than them.
Yes. I think they realize it. I mean, they're just trying to get like a 1 point advantage on another team, and like maybe their new defensive strategy fools someone once in the game, and that's enough. But it's not. I would not consider it like elite level
Well,
strategy.
to be fair, Truck Stop ran roughshod over the entire
Yeah.
American Ultimate Team by playing small ball and throwing small inside break passes.
Yes.
To which apparently now everyone has caught on to, according to Peter yesterday.
According to Peter, they've caught on to truck stop. They have not caught on to micro. Don't worry, micro ball remains pure. No
So-
one has weaponized that amount of autism. Yeah.
If someone runs on your
expand
shoulder,
the field.
yeah.
And I'm like, no. We can try. Tight field.
We're small.
If they want to play small, we play smaller.
We'll find this inches on the field.
Yes.
We'll find millimeters.
Which is why I was so I've been hearing this phrase a ton here, which is like no same third hucks.
Okay.
And they're like same third hucks terrible. We never want to take same third hucks. Same third hucks are the worst. Same third hucks, we shouldn't ever be taking same third hucks or same 10th hucks or same 100 hucks or same 1/8 hucks or whatever. You know, I finally asked last week. I was like, why? It's the easiest huck. Is me throwing to the same third of the field. Like the hardest huck is me throwing from 1/3 of the field to the opposite third of the field. Like that's a difficult throw, especially because I'm throwing over a bunch of people, so I don't have a ton of vision. Yeah, the same third huck. I have just tons of open space in front of me that I'm throwing the disc directly into.
It's difficult for the person receiving to read that disc because clearly he's only allowed to be cutting in the same third as where the disc is, right? He's not allowed to be in a different field and actually read the disc. Right?
So that's the clarification I got with the same third hucks. It's not the huck that's the problem. It's your receiver and you are both in the same third at the start.
Yes.
Which I didn't know.
Okay.
Because I throw something and they'd be like, same third huck, you know, like, that was really easy. Like, it's trivially easy. Oh. They're like, no.
Not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's fine. Normally, I mean, the way we taught at Monty is you cut down the middle and then I throw in the space and you go get it. I feel like it's the easiest huck to make.
Monty's, the powerhouse program.
Yes.
The world was producing the best athletes. The sharpest minds in ultimate clearly.
It produced us two retarded people. No, I'm just saying I never understood. I was like, if you don't want me to throw a saying third tuck, because they always say like don't throw saying third tucks,
Okay.
but it's really the saying should be don't cut for saying third tucks. Yeah. Yes, that's a better saying. Because don't throw saying third tucks.
Am I not allowed to throw in this straight? Why not?
Yeah, it's like that's the easier throw.
I can see everything.
That was the whole point of forced middle. Is like we don't the best throws in the world when they're on the sideline are just making these easy throws up the field because it's super easy to throw straight to someone cutting. Like it's ridiculously easy to throw that throw. It's the forced middle. It's forced middle because the harder throw is that cross field over the stack throw. Obviously, so saying don't throw center tucks, terrible coaching advice in my opinion.
I agree.
Yes, say don't cut for center tucks. Never cut for the same third. But tangent. Anyway, coaching ass, strategy mid. Athleticism elite. That's what makes these players elite. It's just athleticism. Yes. Therefore, to get back to your original question, I think we have as much ultimate knowledge, or I'm willing to say we're nearing like kind of the upper echelons for ultimate knowledge in the world. Just because
it's got nothing to show for it because
it's so underdeveloped. Like the sport's so underdeveloped. It's just based right now on pure athleticism. And it's only we're only recently getting to a point in the ultimate community where you actually have to like win on strategy, like, and it's just at nationals. Like, it's not like Bravo is winning on strategy at sectionals and regionals. They're just better at ultimate. They're better. They're more athletic. They run faster. They jump higher. They throw farther. Ultimate knowledge-wise, I think they're virtually the same as the people underneath them. I don't see anyone like Tom Brady succeeded in the NFL not because of athleticism, but because he could outthink people. I'm not seeing that in the ultimate community at the moment. There aren't a lot of people I'm like, that's a just genius level ultimate player.
Can you think of isolated incidents where you thought, wow, that guy's brain is huge? Anything come to mind? I'm trying to think of some players now.
Yeah.
Maybe I just haven't watched enough ultimate.
Maybe with some field vision stuff from handlers, but like Babbitt, in my opinion, is just like a better physical specimen than everyone he plays against. It's not like he's running these genius cutting patterns that
Running the roots.
get him open.
That's a route.
I mean, he runs some tight patterns, but it's like it's nothing like mind blowing. It's just 99% of the people in the open community's bodies disintegrate when they try and cut at that sharp of an angle or jump that high or lay out in that way.
I know what you're saying, Malcolm.
Mm-hmm.
That we can continue talking all the shit.
I think we can continue talking about it.
Well, regardless, we will.
Yes.
But what I'm worried about is that people watch. They're like, shit. What do they know?
I don't know. You do form an opinion. I'm saying open the gates for everyone. The sport's so new, it's so dumb that you might be the next great ultimate mind. And don't let some idiot who coaches at an elite level tell you otherwise and that they know more. Because they really just have better athletes.
To be fair, yes. We've seen some. Well, do we consider Sockeye to be
Sockeye?
Because they.
Up until then, they were at nationals. They had won nationals 2 years before that.
Because that coaching staff, Shoutout Evan Ledler,
Yeah.
coached them into losing against a team who had no business winning.
Yeah.
At all.
That was horrific coaching.
Yeah, I was on that field.
Yes.
They should.
That was horrific coaching by them. I think when we played Bravo, that was horrific coaching. Like, Bravo was playing terribly. And for them to come out and be like, well, it's because we weren't getting quality reps. That's piss poor coaching. That's horrific coaching. As someone who's coached at an international level in a different sport, you never blame your opponent for you playing poorly. Like, that's 101 coaching. So I lost a lot of respect from Bravo coaches. Well, I didn't have much to begin with. They lost pretty much the rest of it when they were like, it was because we didn't get quality reps. No. You play your game.
Shout out to pod practice.
Yeah.
Going to find it. Rosalie's eyes at the mention of
Yeah.
oh god, those guys.
Yeah. Oh god, I hate you.
No. But do you think we can get going on? No, good. Shout out couldn't find it. I don't know.
I think we have a higher chance for adjectives.
I don't think anyone will ever really. Will they? But no one knows because of the market, and I think that's probably a better move because we're still not sure what this is, what the value proposition for this podcast is. Mostly, our value proposition is: do you enjoy Marco and Stefan as people?
Do you want to hear us say horrific things
Yeah.
about other people in the ultimate community?
Do you want to live vicariously through our toxicity?
Yeah.
If yes, you know where to find us.
There's people we could definitely get on the podcast.
But would that be responsible though? Because as soon as that goes online, you've associated yourself with people who are clearly not excited about us in South Africa because we are representing
They
South
can
Africa.
be not. I don't care.
That much is very much evident
Yeah.
because third year running, here we are.
It means nothing to me.
Some people are upset that the South African representative club isn't full of South Africans who didn't want to take the time and effort to be here. We spoke about it last night.
We could get Noah. He's captain of Sub-Zero. Probably get Will and Gordon.
Oh wow. Listen to the big boy.
We could probably get A-Boy.
We could probably. Hopefully, we'll probably go to the channel, do the content, be like. But,
Mickey would do it.
Mickey would probably do
And get anyone from the mechanics I could get to do it. Terry, Jake Fell.
it. So,
I could get Britt Steve himself.
the mastermind
The master.
between the only coach in professional sports history to break 2 record
Yes.
streaks.
Yes.
No one else has done it. But also no one else has coached the team into such a long losing streak, so
Correct.
I'm not sure what to do with that information now.
Yeah.
But so it is a tight or fine tight line we are trading and trying to still not be completely bad from events.
We're not going to get bad. Well, not maybe in South Africa.
Yeah, maybe
That's fine.
we are one shot away next to the sideline at a women's game at Nationals from being excommunicated from South African ultimate community because people have been excommunicated from the South African ultimate community.
That's fine. I'm fine with being excommunicated. No one has
Yeah,
like.
but you've got US ultimate to fall back on.
Yeah, exactly. I have much higher levels of ultimate. So like,
Well,
if
to be
you feel
fair-
like you can't play something ultimate, I'm like, all right, I'm back in the UFA.
Yeah, it's not.
I'm not even close to most. Like,
Are they more? Can we get them on?
toxic people in the
Yes.
UFC? Absolutely, absolutely. Seth Goodman. Entire time we're playing Indianapolis. Yelling every time Felton's begging for a call, just in his face. It's a man's game! It's a man's game! Get your head out of your ass! This is a man's game! Man the fuck up!
Does Seth know that women play the sport as well?
This is the UFA.
Okay.
There's no women in the UFA.
Okay, no, that's fair. So he's referring specifically to the UFA.
Yeah. Not ultimate
Okay,
general.
as general,
Just
okay.
The UFA. The Ultimate Frisbee Association itself. Yes.
Are women allowed to play in the UFA?
Yes.
But then, is it Isn't
It's
it?
opens.
There we go.
I
It's, then Seth should adjust his moniker. He should be like, it's an opens game.
No. Indy's very conservative. In Seth's mind, it's a man's game. It's a man's game. And then he'd pull out of bounds and Felton would be right back out. It's a man's game, Seth. It's a man's game.
Wait, I was
I don't know. It's just
am I not
funny.
allowed to pull out of bounds? But that
It's funny.
is.
The amount of toxicity it takes from Beauregard, the dude at the barbecue backhand on our team. Every time someone did something, he'd be like, "You see that? That's legal now, boys. We can hit these boys."
I think, if possible,
Uh-huh.
can you reach out to Phil
Yeah, yeah.
to get him on?
Uh-huh.
Because he recently
Yeah.
broke the lead record for turnovers
Yes.
in the season.
Yeah.
I would like to delve into his mind
Uh-huh.
of such a savant, which still goes positive
Yes.
on overall
Plus
point,
minus.
plus minus.
Yes.
Get breaks the turnover.
Uh-huh.
Because we
And
also
it's-
know a turnover machine,
Yes.
prolific scorer,
Uh-huh.
probably holds the record for turnovers in South Africa, despite
Yes.
it being a highly contested area. There's
Yes.
probably some people more turnovers than him, but I mean,
There's
on
some
a-
turnover machines.
yes, but on a purely like it's a prolific scoring like plus
Yes.
minus ratio, I think
Yeah, yeah.
Janku would probably
Janko and Felton are a good comparison.
yes. Yes.
Yes.
So if we can get Felton somehow, some way, and I guess we'll probably just get the Zoom call.
Maybe this is Zoom call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When can we set that up?
I'll send him a message.
Okay. I'm excited because
You
I
want
think
the interview with the leader in assists and throwaways.
throwaways as well. I'm assuming championship weekend will roll around. So does that only count the normal season, regular season? Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
But I don't think anyone's catching him. Like
Oh, is he just head and shoulders above the rest?
other people were putting up like max like 5 or 6 assists is like a good game
Yes.
to like everyone else. If he doesn't get like 9 or 10, it's a bad game for
Okay.
Felton. Yeah, Felton's
Yeah.
going huge.
Okay. Okay.
He's not launching discs into triple coverage.
Is he even trying?
Yeah,
Is the mechanics even trying?
that's right.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. But then, so yeah, that's again, shout out to everyone listening. I'm so sorry that we just talked about administrative.
It's just Natalie.
Yeah.
Our co-host.
Yeah. And a long time contributor with still the most viewed
Uh-huh.
short on the channel.
I don't know why.
Your debutante short,
Yeah.
as well as Detroit Mechanics breaking the streak. I think combined, still not. So there was a bit of a
See, but I can only pull from one demographic. She can pull from many. They're much larger than I can pull from the frisbee community. She's pulling from males.
males specifically of age like 60 and above.
Oh,
I should go see him. Like,
Natalie, you
I
gotta
think
get
it
in
was-
on that. You can make a lot of money. This seems like a lucrative career opportunity now.
But at what cost? I think this is will be bleeped out as I did previously. We'll fix this in post, Marco. We won't let intrusive thoughts.
I don't have any intrusive thoughts out in these podcasts.
No, I know. But sometimes someone has to save me.
Yeah.
Sometimes someone has to save me from myself, including myself. But on that
Yeah.
bombshell of an epiphany, we can probably get in there. But so yeah, so
Yeah.
in terms of where we are going,
Uh-huh.
we have no idea. Start off as a bit of a joke, a bit of a meme, a bit of a Clara Steele is talking mad shit, we can also talk mad
Yeah,
shit
yeah, yeah,
waves at the
yeah.
sideline. And then we realized then we're not able to play, so it was kind of like
Now I can play.
And walk off the field. It's still content.
Still get cooked.
Yeah. So, content-wise, not that we have had any content schedule.
Yeah.
It's actually been the lack of a content schedule or any idea of what we want to do. Kind of just making it up as we go along.
Yes.
But at this stage, I'm not even sure if this is like. Do you consider this? Should this even be called a podcast? I don't know what the definition. I don't even listen. Exactly. I'm not even sure if there's a niche market for this. But because I love the sound of my own voice.
That's why you do the editing, not me.
You can edit it. I'll give you the footage.
I don't want. No, I don't want the sound of your voice.
So
I just upload this as is. I'd never watch it. Alright.
Who said? I said some heinous things.
Yeah.
We don't need a splash screen or anything. I guess.
I stand by what I said. I'm never gonna play for Bravo. I've come to terms with that.
No. But Bravo wouldn't allow you to be a line handler, I'm assuming, as well.
No, Atkins has that spot locked down. Yeah. Even if I have West Coast in one of the season, he's got that strapped. Says, watch this.
Do you think I should start, or we should start, like, just acting or tagging pod practice in all the videos we post? Two boys won this week. We try to be like pod practice. And then in the description, pod practice, Alex Atkins, couldn't find it. Pod practice, Mickey. Pod practice. So when people Google us, it's search engine optimization. You type in pod practice. It's two boys on disc.
Yeah.
Two boys on disc.
I find it a massive meme.
Yeah, and then pod practice. Two boys on disc. Yeah. I'd be curious to see what happens if we just spam the description, like typing all this.
Send it. What are they gonna do? Get mad at us?
Hit us with copyright strike. Hit us with DMCA. Fake on.
They could. Probably doesn't even. Oh no, our episode's down.
Oh no,
We're trash. You're off the internet. You're doing a service to.
Cleaning up.
Yeah.
Like the EPA of podcasts.
Yeah.
Doing everyone a favor.
Yeah, if they do
Strike
it.
on channel. Or you can extend.
And all of
Our brand.
listen, we have the superior name. In my opinion.
Yes, but to be fair, you also believe, and I'm with you on this one,
Yes.
that the Colorado Ultimate Men should be the club name.
Well, Johnny Alpha.
Yes.
First
Well,
and
yes,
foremost.
Johnny Alpha.
Yes.
Yes. So I mean, we have two pieces
Music.
apart.
Yeah. And then, but so that one was the team was Colorado Ultimate Men was unanimous except for Jensen.
Yes.
Yes, say no, you cannot be called the Colorado.
I mean, as I'm assuming a public prosecutor needs to kind of. You can't be associated with like
the Colorado
Ultimate Men, but now you guys are Jensen.
Jensen's Colorado Ultimate Men. Yes.
Shout out to Jensen's Colorado Ultimate Men service. So you guys practiced in Scotland yesterday.
Got a long way to go.
Next year, you
Yes.
guys are working kid. You know, guy. You got some, maybe some bookings. If you think $100 gets maybe a bit tight.
About $100 for all of us.
Yeah. How about $200?
Yeah. New plan.
Just need to get old gear. Start doing some of these as well.
So BE sponsored pod practice.
They do.
Yeah. So they have their own line of apparel on BE.
Okay. Wow.
I think we get our own line of apparel on Bolt Gear.
Old gear.
Yes.
I and no one buy it. But
Zero people buy it. But zero people buy the
Yeah.
podcast. Again, they have an audience of like 10 and we have an audience of 1. So
Alex,
and we're 2 of the 10.
Alex for Mikey. Please come be guests. We can talk about.
Prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Say I'm wrong.
We can talk about quality reps and
Yeah.
what teams, what that
And
entails.
how much it costs you to go to US Opens versus us.
To be fair though, Fina and Atkins probably doesn't know that we got reprimanded by Mr. Captain. You shall be named. I don't want to trigger you too much. Also, I forgot his name. Okay, I can remember his face though. He was also on the video for the 2023
I know his name.
trials. He was set in
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Feel it.
I remember your name, Felix. Shout out to Felix, by the way. Felix, you want to be on the podcast?
Yeah,
You'll never see this. Again, none of these people will ever see this. Shout out to Natalie and Jordan.
Yeah.
And actually, my parents. I think
Yeah.
my mom and my dad watch this.
Oh.
Because they care about their kids. They are good parents.
I don't.
Damn.
I hope Grant never watches this. I'm already disappointed.
I beg to differ, Marco. I beg to differ.
One of us is still living at home with 26.
Listen, my dad does not have a written down schedule of all the frisbee games that I've played. In fact, I don't think my dad has.
I wrote that down. That wasn't him.
But he follows it.
He did follow it.
I mean, we watched you play. So
You should play some rugby out there against these Chicago boys.
Is-
I was yelling at one of them. He tackled me and I was like, good thing I played rugby again.
how much rugby did you play?
I played the first year tournament for senior
Okay.
and then
Was that
for the
fun?
second team a couple times.
Because Marco, I remember what you looked like in your first year.
Yeah, I got.
There are some dogs.
I was 14 or 15 and they were like, just keep it as far as you can. It's all against you.
Because we didn't even know the dead student on my
Exactly.
hands.
Yeah, not only are you skinny as hell, but you also are American. You don't know what you're doing out there.
Yeah, no pads. yeah.
Facts. But that dog would be stuff.
So, I mean, a bone bruise or concussion is a lot closer to your heart than your ankle.
Yes.
Cracked rib.
Cracked rib is very close.
Very close to the heart.
Yes. Yeah. Proximity one. That'd be right there.
Yeah. So I guess we'll clearly we have a lot of content still planned. When it will come out, no one knows. Will there be a guest appearance? Will Alex tackle the final Phoenix?
I think we ambushed them in US Opens. What do you think about
What do you think about quality reps?
Tell us about quality reps. Are you getting quality reps in these pool play games? No? Are you still lost the podium crossover? No comment from Atkins. Alright, back to you, Stefan.
Couldn't find it, just third punch Marco.
That's a fun. That would be. that might get us to the most viewed short. Quinn Fighter beat the shit out. That's what I asked you about quality reps.
Yeah. We laugh, but there's a distinct possibility that violence would be involved if we confront Good Fighter. But again, I'd be hard pressed if anyone other than people we keep on shouting out that has actually seen our content.
No.
Because I think there's like maybe I think maybe we've got some hate glitches in South Africa.
I love that. Shout out to them.
If you are currently watching this episode,
Respect.
please go down to the comments and
Respect.
tell us why you hate us, why we shouldn't be representing South Africa in the international tournament. Let us know your
Why you
feedback.
hate us, we'll probably agree.
Yes. We'll be like, yeah, that's valid.
Facts.
Valid. Yeah, no, you raise some good points, and this is not. This
And
is
we're
not.
gonna keep doing it.
No, this is not engagement farming. This is not.
Yeah.
We actually genuinely just because
We're not going to get enough engagement
No.
for it to be engagement fun.
Yes, because so in the back end of YouTube, for you
Yeah,
guys
yeah,
who
yeah.
haven't created a YouTube channel yet, there's some metrics, and the only engagement we could really see is on Andy's short,
Yeah.
which the algorithm picked up for like an hour
Uh-huh.
and distributed to like men about the age of 60 in India or something. It went hard for like half a minute, and then everyone's like, "Oh, what is this?" And then it kind of died off again. And that's only on those videos. Those are the only ones that actually have like accurate metrics. So it would be fascinating for us to see in the comments just actually who is like why you are watching,
Yeah.
from where you're watching,
Uh-huh.
because there's no other way for us to really know who
Yeah.
is actually. And to be fair, nothing will change. The content delivery will be the same. It will be an absolute dumpster fire. We won't be changing up anything based on where you guys are from. We're just curious.
Yeah.
Because all of our videos don't have 0 views. It's surprising still. Like maybe 2, 3, 4, 30, 11, 80? 80. I think that is the Monty Showcase game.
Oh,
The Monty's Boys like.
Monty's Boys, yeah.
Shout out to the Monty's Boys. But I mean, in general, the ultimate content cycle on YouTube isn't all that big. Like no one really watches the highlight reels. Even like the world's highlight reels,
Yeah.
which is probably the best shot, most best edited
Yeah.
videos get like, I almost want to say drops in the bucket. Compared to anyone else.
Yeah, they all make pretty stuff.
But what can we do? How can we? What is the main? How? And then we should look this up somehow. But the Johnny Dansfield incident.
Yes.
How much traction did that get? How many views did we get? Johnny Dansfield standing on that?
The biggest
And how can we?
ultimate events in like the past year have definitely been Mansfield Shove and Detroit Mechanics Street Breaking. Those like by far got the most traction. Like they posted a picture of Marquez Brownlee because New York clinched the playoff spot that same night, and like posted a picture that Marquez New York clinches. Like 600 likes. UFA. Detroit breaks the streak. 7,000 likes. Also under the environment. Every comment is like, no one cares. Post more about Detroit.
So, because let's be real.
Yeah. I think the ultimate community is extremely toxic. It's extremely small.
But
everyone knows everyone. Everyone wants to watch everyone else fail.
But it's even under a veneer of spirit of the game.
Yeah.
Super hard to get.
But we tap directly into the toxicity aspect of this.
But you have people like Mickey, so Zero Boys.
Uh-huh.
Maybe they just haven't rose to that level of elite toxicity yet. They just want it because they still want up and out. They still are creative. They still haven't, let's say, made it to the big leagues.
Yeah.
They're probably getting there real soon. But are we saying everyone at the top is more or less the same people?
No. I'm just saying, like, that's what the people of the ultimate community get excited about. Like, no one cares when Tony wins again. But when Stansfield gets ejected and then is standing on the container, electric. Like, that's what I realized about playing in the UFA. It was like, that play that Koeman makes where he dives perpendicular to the pile. You do that in USAU or in, like, a lifted play, you get ejected. Like, it's spirit timeout.
Dangerous
not
play.
playing a game. Yeah. The captains are meeting, but UFA has tapped into like, but if it's a big play, then who cares? Like Atkins triple spiking the disc, they plastered that shit everywhere after that happened. That's an egregious spirit foul.
And that was just paying homage to
paying homage to Ben Yacht doing it. Yes,
at Salt Lake
but
City.
he got ejected for it. Like that you would think that that's not something that, like, this is the equivalent of like World Rugby posting videos about dudes getting yellow cards.
Yes. Yeah.
But the UFA is just like content, baby.
But so Marco, as lovers of this non-sport,
Yes.
maybe we should be saying that out loud. But
Yes.
as things stand now,
Uh-huh.
with the non-referee,
Yes.
people making their own calls on the field,
Uh-huh.
it kind of feels like a bit of a made-up thing.
Yes.
It doesn't feel serious enough because,
Yes.
and we'll probably somehow sneak in the soccer footage somehow. Maybe as we, I don't even have an Ultimate subscription. I'd probably go get one just to go find that footage,
Uh-huh.
screen cap it,
Yes.
just to have that, I think, overlaid while
Uh-huh.
we're discussing the
Yeah,
soccer,
yeah.
so that people can see. But
Uh-huh.
I mean, where was the end of this?
I have no idea.
So it seemed like, so those instances for people that have experienced it makes it feel like this is not a real, this can't be taken seriously because
Yes.
something egregious just happened.
Uh-huh.
And it was that your direct competitors
Yes.
that effectively had, let's say, agency over the outcome of something you did, which
Mhm.
they didn't make a play, they got caught with their pants down, now they make a call,
Yes.
and now the good play you made was completely negated, which I guess
Uh-huh.
from a spirit perspective that's still better than them getting into like an advantageous position. But now you
Yes.
are in a disadvantaged position. You
Yes.
actually got the short end of the stick in that case.
Yes.
So even though they weren't getting the advantage, you lost the advantage you gained
Yes.
through making a good play.
Uh-huh.
So within that sphere,
Yes.
what can Ultimate do to make itself more palpable to the masses? Like what is the fun?
Referees. I talked to the main owner of the summit about this a couple weeks ago. Also out with those of you guys. He was there, and I was wearing a Detroit jersey because I like both these teams. I hope they both lose somehow. So he mentioned that, and he started chatting, and he asked me about like what I thought of playing in the UFA, and I was like, this is a superior product, but it's far better. And they had opened, the summit had opened a general manager position that I actually had applied for earlier in the year, and then withdrew my application because I got into Detroit. I wasn't going to get the job anyway, but I was like, no, whenever there's a job in the UFA, I apply. CEO.
No, CEO of
USL.
Yeah.
Applied. yeah. I said it. So anyway, I was chatting with him about it, and I was like, you should start promoting this version of the game to club teams. Like, because one of the things I wanted to do, my argument in the application for
Mate,
yeah,
walk in front of
do
the camera,
whatever you want.
literally.
Does
Do
not
not,
matter.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to walk, please. Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Don't feel me
Yeah.
to be quiet at all.
Yeah, the mics are like over here. Like, okay.
You're fine. But one of the pictures in my application was basically like, you need to start promoting this version of the game to youth instead of the with it version. It's like, send summit players out, have them referee games for club teams or for youth teams, and let them play UFA rules.
How do you find UFA size fields for everyone?
Easy in the US. It's just a football field.
Okay. But something you can still play kind of UFA rules, but on a small field. Or is that
We're all playing on football fields anyway.
Yeah, but
We
so
just have to shrink the field to the width of size.
right. But so
Yes.
what I'm meaning is, are we just? Do you think it's a superior product because of the field size as well,
Yes.
or just because of the rules?
Both.
Okay.
I mean, the rule set for sure, but the field size, it wasn't even a question because we're all playing on that, like, it's an American football field. That's the standard field here, is that size. So it's easy for us. That wasn't even part of the question. But it was more like, allow double teams. Put the game in the referee's hands. A little bit more physical. Stall count to 7. There's so many like tweaks that are impactful when you first join the league. Like, it's a different game. I was like, I think Summit would be much better if they had a larger base of people who knew how to play the UFA game. because some people like aren't good in club, but they're good in the UFA, or vice versa. They're good in club, and then they're not good in the UFA because they're not used to the physicality, and they're not prolific with double teams, or so. Yes, that's a good idea. We should start promoting.
Getting the word out.
But I talked with the UFA earlier because they really want to promote this version of Ultimate as like a better version, a superior product, which I agree with. So we had a conversation about how to do that internationally.
But I mean, okay, so
Yes.
if I'm just thinking about pro wrestling
Yes.
and amateur, like what do you call it, Greco Roman style Greco wrestling,
Uh-huh.
whatever.
Yes.
The one clearly way more entertaining.
Yes. Yes.
Are we saying UFA is a better product for the spectator, or also for the people playing?
I think it's definitely a better product for the spectator.
Okay.
Almost no questions asked. Like every rule change is made to make bigger plays.
Okay.
And make it more exciting for the spectator. I think it's a better version to play. I think it gives you more strategy aspects to play around with. Like just the double team itself, huge impact on the game. Yeah, smaller ball count give the defense a little bit of an advantage, but bigger field gives the offense an advantage. You also start to differentiate throwing. Like there's on the width of field, I think it's small enough. It's weird to say it's small, but it's small enough that like maybe your top 10% of throwers can throw anywhere on the field. And the UFA field's large enough that like there's only like 4 or 5 guys in the world who can throw anywhere on the UFA field. Like there's more range for spectrum in throws.
Okay.
I don't know. I think it's a better product.
But yet you have people that say mixed is the literally.
That's fine. They can play mixed.
How do you differentiate yourself? Well, I guess the first problem is people don't even know it exists as a sport. And I'm not sure how much of that is because of the Whammo Frisbee trademark problem that is kind of, I want to say, not solved by the UFA now.
Being resolved. They're trying to work in that direction.
Because, so the next step would just be, I spoke to a couple of people
Yes.
recently. None of them knew that Frisbee as a sport existed.
Yes.
And that Frisbee as a sport existed, which in South Africa is the same problem. I bought some shoes in Bell,
Yes.
and the sales assistant was someone who studied in the US, played college, ultimate, went back to South Africa,
Yeah.
didn't know it existed there.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems to be that the largest problem with Frisbee at the moment as a sport is just the recognition that it exists.
Internationally, yeah. In the US, I think they've
Through
solved
many
that problem
players.
for the most part.
Yeah.
Everyone knows the sport exists.
It's in schools.
Yeah, it's in high
Student around.
schools, it's in colleges, it's big in college. Yeah. People play it like recreationally all the time. It's a pretty common picnic sport.
Yeah, internationally in Europe.
Yeah.
No one knows. So how do you get it out there? Like, because as someone who came to America and has been bombarded with political ads
Yes.
asking for donations, how easily can the UFA buy ads on Google, for instance? Like, what is the best marketing strategy? Because, like, I'm not sure how easily the social or what the certain media algorithms are like, but I'm assuming based on the numbers or the engagement that the UFA has gotten thus far, like Instagram, YouTube, whatever, not really all doing that much.
Yeah.
So, one question, is the UFA doing enough marketing wise?
I don't know.
Two, if they are, does it just mean that it's not appealing? Because remember now, frisbee is not played in the vacuum.
Yeah.
There's football, there's American football, there's rugby, there's tennis, there's cricket for like there's baseball, there's even
superior cricket.
there's curling, there's actual sports.
Yeah.
That frisbee is trying to effectively take market share from, because a lot of the people watching sport do it for cultural reasons.
Yes.
When you go to Australia, Aussie rules, massive. Go to South Africa, cricket, huge. But at what stage do you where do you get the audience from? Because the other part, I think, with frisbee is people who play the sport have to intrinsically, the way with the setup at the moment, know the rules not to use. So it's not like I'm watching rugby. It's like, no, I don't know the rules, but I'm shouting to South Africa anyway, but I don't understand what I'm watching.
Yeah.
And over the course of 2-3 years, she's slowly learned one or two of the rules. Still doesn't really understand what offside is. But with frisbee, everyone is supposed to know the rules. So when we were at Worlds, now Gavi dropped that disc.
Yes.
Everyone booed immediately because we were like, that was a bullshit call. Boo. Because everyone knows the rules intrinsically, so everyone's kind of the expert. So maybe that contributes to it as well, because why would you watch someone else play because you're playing the rules yourself type of thing. So I'm not sure if the reason why, I'm just trying to figure out why, as in, why am I addicted to this thing that is clearly of no interest in anyone else? Globally speaking.
I think that's a therapy question. I can't help you with that. That's your thoughts are funny though. I have no use there.
And I wonder if that is a question that the UFA involved it, or I guess it's fine in USA at 3 million people playing, but then why is the engagement online terrible? Why are the UFA games sold out? Where are the fans? Where's the revenue streams coming from? Why are people not willing to pay to see people play good frisbee? Well, some people do, but why aren't we filling out stadiums? Why aren't we selling out? That's actually what I'm trying to get at the moment. Not necessarily just about the question, but that's the whole thing. And if you solve that question, CEO of UFA, easy, but I mean, obviously, clearly not that easy to solve.
They just changed commissioners. To the guy who's the Madison coach.
Okay.
Who made his money in sports betting. So let's see where that goes. This year we were not in any sports books. We have been in the past. It did not go well for the sports books.
Oh.
Because they got to figure out
why. What makes it good?
And everyone just hammered money line against Detroit. Made tons of money.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because they didn't know frisbee. The frisbee community was betting on it. Knew frisbee pretty well. Pretty accurate at who was going to win the game.
So you think?
Yeah.
No, the phenomenon is kind of the same in Dota matches and Counter-Strike, like esports in general. Like as soon as you bet on it, then that also drives viewership towards the content.
Yeah.
Because you've got skin in the game.
It's basketball in America.
There you go. Caitlin Clark didn't make the US team.
No.
She's a bit of a third machine herself.
It's a bit too popular, apparently.
Too popular, apparently.
That was their argument.
Okay, I thought the argument was that she has this, she's like a prolific turn, even though she sinks a lot of threes. For the most part, she just breaks.
She was statistically better than most players on that team.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's about Team USA, not about Team Caitlin Clark. Is that the storyline?
That
is
was
such an own goal.
Yes, which is what everyone in sports media argued, because they were like, you realize everyone's watching to watch her, and now no one's going to watch you. Like,
you fool.
She elevates everyone else with her.
Yeah, rising at oh man, yeah, one of my favorite. One of his what do you call it? The rising tide. Raises all ships.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to Kia. Marcus dog.
My God. If we Kia, maybe that was this engagement.
Marcus, nothing will give us engagement.
Natalie does apparently.
Nothing will give us engagement. Okay, shout out to Natalie, thanks. If you're still watching this episode.
This is gonna be like 4 episodes, isn't it?
No, I'm done with cutting up things. So
You can just split into 4s. It doesn't even have to be that hard.
no. So the only shot we have of ever following engagement is if someone accidentally starts listening to some of our content and
Yes.
fall asleep. The algorithm suggests a longer video, and then a longer video, and then they rock up to like a 2-hour video. They all play. Then next time someone falls asleep, they're like, what's on this? These guys are clearly on a binge watching thing.
Not gonna happen. That's not good.
I'm just saying that's the best chance.
There's no chance. No chance. I thought we were going shorter.
No, I thought so as well, but then are you gonna edit it? Am I gonna edit it?
I mean, if I'm just cutting it into 4s, I'll edit it. I won't even listen to it. I'll be like, here, but divide in here.
How will you know?
I won't.
Just cut off the sentence enough.
Then
No, so I think the problem with cutting it short
Mhm.
is if people do listen to it as a podcast.
Yeah. No one listens to it as a podcast. No one listens to it at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So
So big if.
what do you think is more likely now? Again, you probably need people in the comments to let us know in what
Uh-huh.
form they
What do they want? What kind of content do you want?
We're not going to change it anyway, but what do you want? Because I think we tried going shorter, cutting out the episodes. I didn't see any. I mean, we can go look at the stats right now.
I think we just continue to pump out content like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah. But so, and I'm not sure if like, a delivery schedule every now and then, because let's be real, if you listen to like 20 minutes of us every day,
Yeah.
you're probably not great.
Yes.
But maybe like one long video once every month. Maybe you'll stay sane enough. Yeah, I think on that. On that note,
Yeah.
I think we're gonna end it
Yeah,
there.
good call.
Yeah,
Good call.